Okay, hi everyone, Fox 19 now. First Alert Meteorologist Anna DuVall here with your forecast update. This is going to be a pretty quick one. There's not a lot of weather to talk about really on here, so we're going to go through this pretty quickly and everyone's going to have a great night tonight. So here's what it's looking like around the tri-state right now. Obviously, the sun has already gone down, so temperatures are starting to drop. Here, while this Newport camera is loading, 28 degrees. We have a northerly wind. It's making it feel a little bit colder outside. That's something that we've been watching over the last couple of days here. So that will continue to be the trend moving forward, especially moving through this weekend. But once we get past this weekend, the winds will shift, and that's when we'll see those warmer temperatures enter the tri-state. So tonight, Cincinnati camera, 28 degrees right now, that northerly wind making it feel more like 21 outside. And here's what it's looking like on a bigger picture with our clouds and radar. Most of those clouds have filtered out, but you can see just a few of those. They're still in the area. Current conditions are mostly clear skies, 31 degrees for Cincinnati, 27 in Hamilton, 25 in Batesville, 23 Wilmington, 32 Flemingsburg, 28 in Covington. So pretty decent temperatures right now for January. I mean, for this time of year, this is pretty typical, slightly below our average, but obviously not terrible conditions. We're not seeing snow, we're not seeing rain. It's just a chilly night. And here are the temperatures again across the tri-state. We're seeing the mid-20s, the 30s still in some areas, but overall just a pretty chilly night. We zoom out to see the temperatures across the region here, 20 in Chicago, 22 in Cleveland, and this is why I mentioned that northerly wind, because you can see up north we are a little chillier, which means that with a northerly wind, it's dragging in those colder temperatures to our area. So we're watching out for chilly temperatures going into tonight. Now, we are losing a few degrees still going into tonight than we had yesterday. So colder night overall, but it's going to feel very similar going into tonight that it did yesterday. Now what those wind chill values are right now with that northerly wind, 18 in Lebanon, 22 in Cincinnati, CVG feeling like 21, 30 in West Union, 22 in Connorsville, 19 in Batesville. So definitely feeling a few degrees lower than we are out there. Going into tonight, our actual temperature is going to be 25 degrees. We'll have a few clouds. It'll be cold. This is going to be the same story going into tomorrow morning. We're going to be in the mid-20s, upper 20s down in northern Kentucky there, but everyone's going to be seeing that middle 20s to upper 20s range. And that will continue to be the trend through the weekend. Once we get past the weekend, that's when we'll see temperatures really start to ramp up here. We'll get out of this 20s overnight and get into more of the 30s and 40s here moving forward. And that's mostly due to the fact that our high temperatures are going to be warmer as well. This weekend it's going to be chilly, but then we have warmer temperatures entering the tri-state here. We'll see the upper 40s, mid-50s there going into Tuesday. We'll even be flirting with the 60s there going into Friday. So definitely seeing warmer days on the horizon here. But for now, we're staying cold. We're staying cold over the next few days. But then as we move into next week, that's when we see those warmer temperatures. But that's also where we see a few of those rain chances enter the forecast as well. So we can track that out for you here. Snow staying mostly up to the north there, going through the weekend, going into Monday. Tuesday morning and afternoon, it looks like we're staying dry. A lot of those showers miss us. But going into late Tuesday there, you could see a few of those spotty showers go into the area, and those are going to be very spotty in nature. This is even backed off a little bit since earlier today, since I was on this noon live stream today. It was showing a little bit more rain, but now it's starting to back off a little bit more, so it's more likely than not that most of you will stay completely dry going through your Tuesday into Wednesday. Thursday, though, is when we'll start to see that big rain chance enter the forecast. Now, I want to point out that, again, I was on this noon live stream earlier talking about this exact system, and earlier today we had higher amounts of rainfall indicated by those darker green colors, and this orange color here almost turning, this yellow almost turning orange color there was a lot closer to the tri-state, meaning these showers, thunderstorms, or heavy rain that's going to happen there on Thursday is not going to get as close to the tri-state as we originally thought it would. So this is just something that we're watching over the next couple of days. There's plenty of time for stuff to change here over the next couple of days, but I just wanted to point that out, that yes, we're going to be seeing some rain going into from Thursday evening into Friday, but it could change by then, especially because it's about a week out. So we're continuing to watch that moving forward, and that's really the only thing we have to talk about. The only thing we have to talk about is that rain chance on Thursday. That's going to be our biggest talker of the next couple of days, because really we can take a little bit of a closer look here over the next day or so if you want to know what your Saturday is going to look like in terms of cloud coverage. Pretty covered early in the morning, starts to break up there by the afternoon. We'll see a lot more sun. Going into the evening, we'll stay that way for your Saturday. Going through your Sunday, we're staying mostly clear through most of the day. Then by the evening hours, clouds start to build back in. Monday is going to be fairly similar to Sunday. It's just going to be warmer. We'll see a lot more sun out there, and that'll continue to be the trend. So that's really all that we're looking at. We can look at it with temperatures too if that's what we want to see out there. This model showing very light snow. However, I don't think we will see that because that's going to be mostly down in northern Kentucky, middle Kentucky area. You can see moving forward here, Saturday evening will be in the 30s. Saturday early morning will be in the 20s, very similar to how we are right now. Now going into Sunday, again, that's going to be the same trend. To see, this model doesn't go out far enough to show you guys any of those warming and cooling trends, but I can show you guys it on this model here. So as soon as this loads, I can show you guys what this looks like. Okay, so going through Saturday, again, you can see the 30s there, 20s in the morning, 30s in the afternoon, but by the time we reach Monday, we should be in the 40s. There's the 40s there early in the day. It's just taking a second to load here. See, there's the 40s there by the afternoon hours. So definitely going to see a warm up moving forward, especially going into Tuesday. Those will warm up a lot more. By the afternoon on Tuesday, it's taking a second to load here, but 54 degrees. So it's going to be definitely warmer conditions moving into Tuesday, and even going into Wednesday, we should be fairly warm as well. We're looking at the low 50s. Thursday, low 50s. And even seeing possible 60s there on Thursday. So warmer conditions are for sure on the way here in the next couple of days. But you can kind of see what we're leading into. Heading into the next weekend, that cold air starts to move back into the forecast. But again, this is saying we're going to be in the middle 60s there going into Friday. So really warm conditions are on the way, and that's really all we have to talk about. I do have this little graphic for you here that displays it in a different way. It's going to be cold and dry this weekend, warming back up for your Monday, and you can go out on a walk, you can go out on a run. It's going to be dry, it's going to be warmer. That's all good news. Then going into Tuesday, it's going to be even warmer, so you can definitely take that dog out on a walk, do all of your errands, enjoy the warmer temperatures again before it all ends. We know it's January, we know we're going to fluctuate in temperature, so I would just enjoy the warmer temperatures while we have them here, because we're going to be right back to the cold pretty soon. So 30s for this weekend. It's going to be pretty cold moving forward here. But then as we move into Monday, Tuesday, you can start to see the 40s, the 50s come back into the forecast. But that's also when we start to see the rain chances come back into the forecast as well. So not only are we going to be warm, we'll see those rain chances mainly for Thursday. The rain chances going to late on Tuesday and Wednesday aren't going to affect that many people, but Thursdays will affect most people in the tri-states. That's something we're watching out for moving forward here. But mostly dry conditions and warm conditions for Monday and Tuesday, and that's all we can really ask for starting the new year. New year, new week ahead, and we're going to be warmer. So once we get through this weekend, we'll have those warmer conditions, but that's really all I have for you guys. We don't have a lot to talk about on here. I'm doing the evening shows going into tomorrow, so I'll be back on here for the 6 o'clock stream, and I can give you guys some more details on Thursday coming up. But that's all I have for you guys right now. I'm going to take this full screen, and I hope everyone enjoys their weekend.